Hi everyone, and welcome to the next instalment of my entry into the Belgian Miniature Alliance 2024 group build, Conflicts after 1950 till present day. And as you know, I am building 3R models, 1/76 scale Stryker M1296 Dragoon. Now in this episode we're going to be looking at paintwork and some pigments. So if something of interest to you, then pull up a chair and let's go do some modelling. So first of all, we put a primer on using Mr. Surfacer Mahogany. Massive fan of these primers. Give a fantastic base for you to be able to do the further stages using acrylics and oils, and also it irons out any imperfections that there may be. For example, like sanding marks, that sort of thing. So all done on all of the items in the kit, and then what we did was to add on a green layer, again using Mr. Surfacer, but this time Aquarius, and this was the khaki green. And then once that had been laid down, I decided to do a combination of some Vallejo colours to give a slightly lighter colour on top. So once the Mr. Hobby Aquarius was dry, the Vallejo was then added on top, and then using a Tamiya X20 thinner, very lightly. It's a matter of just very easily taking off the top layer and creating a burnished look. Obviously, a new vehicle of this type, there isn't going to be any chipping, so we just want to try and create that burnished look. Now, doing it on camera wasn't the easiest of things, and as you can see, probably took off a little bit too much here. What you really do need to do is to make sure that there's very little thinner on the brush, because as you can see, it takes off the Vallejo quite easily. So this just gives you an idea. I suggest that you try and practice this process before actually attempting it. But once you are happy with the process, then it's a great way of creating a burnished look on your particular models. So that's that area done here, and I'll just show you some of the other areas that I've done off of camera. And there you can see a lovely burnished look. This is the back end. You can see that lovely different colour for dark and light. And I was really pleased with how that turned out on the model. So next we're going to turn our attention to the wheels. So first of all, I like to go from light to dark. So we're going to be using Tan Vallejo model colour. Apologies for the poor bit of the video here. Didn't realise I was out of focus. But just to give you an idea how we use the cocktail sticks to move the wheel around, applying the paint as we go. It's not quite a wash, but it is a thin application. And we want to make sure that it's going to get into all of those tyre tread grooves. And there we can see the different thicknesses or opacities of the paint. And then once done, we're using some dark greys and some blacks. And what we now want to do is to start to build up the dark colours. So we're going to start dry brushing using the greys. And here what we want to do is to pick up the raised edges of the tyres. And very carefully go around dry brushing each one of the tyres. It's a very simple but effective process of creating the tyre look. As you can see here, we're going a little bit darker now and applying a bit more of the paint. And keeping that radial action going from inside to out. Once done, we then pick up some black, and we're actually going to be doing the tread itself, and this is coming up really well, as you can see. And with that light deck tan that we used originally, you can now see we have a nice dusty tread on each of the wheels. Now the next stage is up to you. You can go darker as I am here. You can leave it as it is. You could even go lighter. But what I do try to do is to create contrast on each of the wheels rather than any of them being exactly the same. So here, for example, we have a darker tyre as opposed to the lighter tyre, and that gives that nice contrast. And always do the backs as well, because that can be seen. And there we have it. That's all 8 wheels done. And it's just a simple matter of dry brushing. So with the wheels done, it was a matter of just doing some detail painting. Not a great deal to do. We have the tool handles, we have the tow cable hooks. As this is a tribute to the ones in Ukraine at the moment, I've done the ice box in the colours of the Ukrainian flag. Little khaki straps there. The underneath that will all be done with oils. So yeah, not a great deal that needed to be done here. Again, with the turret, it was really just a matter of painting the gun, the magazine, and the grenade launchers, and some of the optics there. As you can see, it's quite shiny. This is because I've added on a gloss coat in preparation for the decals. The decals were very basic. They weren't too bad. I certainly wouldn't say they were the best, but they were okay. You basically had a couple of number plates at the front, a couple of number plates at the back, and then number markings, as you can see, on the rear door. And there was also a couple on the side as well. But all in all, yeah, fine, no issues with the decals. Next, I did a little bit of pre-dust work before I added on a coat of matte gloss. Really, just to sort of build up some of the colour, another layer. So I just used some light dust and then added on some more darker earth tones. And that will all be done in preparation for the oil work when we do the weathering. So that's it then, guys, for this particular installment. Short and sweet, but many thanks for popping in and having a look. Massive thank you to all of my subscribers, old and new, for your continued support of the channel, and happy modelling.